Hello Pisces, welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. If you're new, thank you for coming. Spontaneity, okay. I think this is where the Sarasvati comes in as well, and also the bringing the humor in. That's Mercury, that's definitely a Mercury thing as well. So, okay, so let's start here. So as I said, Sarasvati is about the arts, but it depends on you. What do you like to do? You don't have to be an established artist or in any way, shape or form, but it can just be a very relaxing and uplifting activity. It raises your vibration. It also brings you into the present moment. And when you are in the present moment, then you release your energy and your focus onto what it is that you're doing, and whatever is in your whatever you've requested of the universe, of God, of your angels, whatever you've you've sent requests about and prayed for and so on, then once you've bring your attention into the present moment, then you can kind of free up that energy for those manifestations to come through for you. So it's about bringing your attention into the present moment, raising your vibration through artistic activities or musical activities, or any kind of creative, whether it's handcrafts or just something that is going to bring your attention into the present moment. It could even just be a fun, creative thing, but that's going to help you. It's going to uplift your energies. And this time of the year, you could be taking holiday if you can, or you may just find that things are a bit more relaxed. It depends on where you are in your life and what's happening. And you may be able to create a morning or an afternoon or some time away just to go and do this, or just in your own space, just to actually do something that is creative or artistic. And that's going to help you, brings you into the present moment, as I said, which is where all decisions are actually made, and where you get out of your own way when you come into the present moment, because then you're not dwelling in the past, you're not projecting into the future. Neither of those two are going to help you. It's in the present moment that things actually move and action is taken. As I said, your person, if you are not together for some reason, then your person could very well be, through lyrics and musical things, maybe communicating with you. Then we've got here Mercury mind. So there's quite a bit of green energy. So this is all heart chakra. This is about love and opening the heart and letting your heart guide you in all matters and so on. So with Mercury mind, as I said, this is about humor. It's about wit. It's about talking. So communication going to be very, very important. It's also about research, learning new things. It can also be communicating with specific focus. So this can be like the exchange of ideas. Now, whether this is all to do with your person, or whether you are communicating about aspects of your life, how you're going to be moving forward, what you're going to be doing, and so on. But it's saying that Mercury is, there's communication coming in, or you're going to hear something, or you're waiting for news, or you're going to be announcing something. But it's all about communication, whether it's written or verbal. Even body language comes in under here. But Mercury is the messenger of the gods. So you could be hearing things. If it comes in the form of gossip, don't go there. Take the high road and just let that go. Rather base your, what it is that you need to know by speaking to the person directly. It's also about communication with specific people in your environment. Now, this may be appropriate for you at this time. It could be certainly this time of the year. It can be communications with other members of your family, and it could also be neighbors. And also, there may be communication coming in the form of documents, contracts, things like that. And short journeys, vehicles, electronics, all of these things come in with Mercury. But I do feel that it's about bringing humor in. It's about talking to each other and communicating and being clear and direct about what it is you need to say. Heartfelt communication, but still nonetheless it's communicative. But it could also be research or the exchange of ideas about certain things going on in your life. For you, we've got Dana High Priestess, and we've got Jupiter Abundance. So Dana High Priestess is saying that you have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. So this is not necessarily saying that you have to be a psychic or a palm reader or a tarot reader or a channel or any of those things. You can do all of those, certainly, but it can also be that you are just channeling sort of wisdom. This is divine wisdom that you have gained over possibly lifetimes or even within this current life. And you're able to open up to the divine to channel information down. Now, this information can be anything really, whatever you is your, you have an affinity with, whatever it is, whatever your skills or your the way you communicate with others. It's also to do with your actual relationship. You may be just dropping some pearls of wisdom at this time for your person, or to help in your relationship. You may be channeling information, guidance, to help your relationship, and with other aspects that are going on at this time, decisions that need to be made and so on. So this is about channeling that information and being connected to heaven in that way, to your guides, to your angels, and just to the universe. This is about receiving information in your mind. It's like realizations, it's inner knowings, and you just know that what you've got to say is important for your person or for your relationship or for somebody else even. Then we've got Jupiter abundance coming in here. So this is saying that you're going to be receiving something coming in. It's normally an abundance, some aspect of abundance. Now, abundance can mean different things to different people. It can be, as I said, an abundance of ideas or knowledge, divine knowledge, wisdom. It can also be fantastic, sort of ideas related to something that you're working on or something that you're trying to do. It can also be, come in the form of support or faith, or even like a rescue or trust. Just that feeling comes down to you where you just have reassurance about something. It can also be joy. It can be love. It can be happiness. It can be all of these things, all rolled into one. It can also obviously be a windfall of some sort. So, it's something that's coming in for you, and it's going to bring in that, that happiness and that joy and that feeling of contentedness and sort of just joy, really. And if it's love, if your person confesses love to you or is being particularly loving and attentive to you at this time, then all the better. But I do feel it is connected in some way, shape, or form to what it is that you are channeling at this point, whatever it may be. And it can just be kind words for others. It can be comfort and reassurance. It can be knowledge, as I said. It can be related to some skill that you have. So just see how it relates to you at this time. It could also be that you're really tapped into your person, and you're able to kind of anticipate certain things, and you're just getting guidance, incredible guidance at this time. For your person, we've got Hathor receptivity, and we've got Aries I am. So as I said, you may have aspects, you are kind of in tune here because you've both got these sort of yellowy colored cards, and then you've got also red cards underneath. So you kind of are in tune here. And the red is obviously passion, energy, enthusiasm, all of those aspects come in. And the yellow side is more sort of, your solar plexus chakra. So that's all about your will and your drive to get things done, and just it's feeling self-confident as well. So receptivity, your person, for this is Hathor receptivity, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. So this is about them being open to receptivity, being receptive. This is a feminine quality. So we all have the masculine and the feminine in us, and it's our responsibility to balance that within ourselves. And and so this person needs to tap into their feminine qualities at this time, because they've got a lot of Aries energy, which is a more dominant masculine energy. So this can be lots of drive, lots of passion. It's also enthusiasm. It's get things done. it's achieve, it's working towards something. There could be a lot of rushing around. There could be a lot of impulsivity. There could also be a little bit of a few temper flare-ups, or just that, get things done. It's also about honesty, putting your cards on the table and being clear. So they may need to do that with you, or they may be intending to do that with you, to put their cards on the table, be clear about things. And this for you is particularly important. Being a Pisces, this is going to be important for you, because you have got the communication card here. So you may be expecting this, or you may be wanting it, or whatever is your situation. But this is a very honest, upfront energy. It's a get things done energy. And it could also come across as being sort of impulsive, or rushing around, or quick temper, and just kind of really wanting to get things moving, moving in a very quickly now, forward. So this obviously is related to your relationship, moving forward very quickly. But it is saying that they also need to be receptive. Now this can be listening to their feminine guidance, their feminine side, which is more receptive, which is more intuitive. And receptivity is being tuned in to yourself and listening to your own guidance, and following that. It's not necessarily action based. It's first taking it in, intuition, the subtleties of things, and then moving forward according to how you are led. So I think they need to balance this energy. They first of all need to listen to what they are being guided with, and then they can take action. But they need to be focusing more on the feminine energy at this time, or balancing these two energies in them. And when they are open to receiving, then they will balance the masculine and the feminine energies. But there's also, it depends on who this person is, but there's also a lot of nurturing energy coming in. So they perhaps need to be more nurturing as opposed to more dominant, more nurturing. And there's kind of a mothering energy there, but it's nurturing. Children, or conception, or birthing, or issues to do with children may be important at this time with them, or in the relationship, or they may be from a previous relationship, have children. There's all kinds of connotations for that. But it is also about being receptive, which will increase their intuition. It will allow them to tap into aspects which are not seen plainly, and then they can give to others. So it's about balancing these energies, and they may be going through this now. They may be actually going through the process of balancing these energies in themselves. Or you could be experiencing one or either of the sides, but they do need to balance these energies, and they may be just working on that at this time. It could also be, as I say, that any external issues, they may be needing to just be very clear about certain things. They need to be listening to their guidance, to their intuition, and then they can take action according to that. It's kind of measured, calculated action is the best way to handle the Aries energy. So they could be sort of moving forward very quickly on something at this time, and it could be very well related to how they are talking to you, or how they're responding to you, or they may be wanting to give you an offer of some sort. Or just, but they need to intuit it first, and then take the action according to that. Now, for the current situation, we've got Sulis bodies of water, and then we've got South Node life's debts. So this is saying that it's possible that at this time, and especially this time of the year, that you're both probably a little bit tired, or a little bit overwrought with certain things that are happening. And this person is impatient to get things done. And as I said, they need to be more receptive. They need to actually spend more time. Both of you need to spend more time near a water body of some sort. So this can be, you can do your own water rituals at home. You can do sea salt baths, or any other kinds of water rituals, or if you've got a pool or some kind of water area near you. It's about spending time near that water body. And this is to recharge your batteries, to actually recharge yourselves. And this is also, water is an elemental body. It's a spiritual body. So you automatically take those energies on board when you spend time at a water body. So whether it's the sea, or a lake, or a river, whatever is right for you. But it is also about emotions, tapping into emotions. not to get too overwrought at this time, because with South Node, this is dealing with the current situation. So there are karmic issues coming up. Now, these are things that you've come on here to come into your relationship together to work on at this time, or it's one or either of you is going through this and it's affecting the relationship. It depends on where you are. If you're already in a long-term contract with this person, then this can be things that you've built up during your lifetime, or it could be things that you've come in together to deal with from past lives. But it can also be karmic connections or contracts that they may have from a work point of view, or a previous relationship, or some other aspects of their life that need to be squared away now, or you need to square stuff away in your life, or you need to do it together. So, but this is about tapping into the emotional body and being, in your emotional side. It's not hard for a Piscean, but this is to deal with karmic things, and this can be any kind of karmic issues coming up. But it's basically letting baggage go, letting the past go. That is what the South Node Life's Debts is all about. It's finding resolution for unresolved things that have been kind of around for too long. They haven't been dealt with properly, or haven't been put to bed, or closure hasn't been got. This is finding resolution on past issues, dealing with them, applying forgiveness, where possible, but it is letting go of the past, dropping baggage, so that a movement can be made forward now. It's letting go of things from the past, whether this is independent experiences or experiences you have together, and it really is letting go of the past, but it's got to be resolved, it's got to be dealt with, and that will free up the energy. That will free up aspects of yourselves. And, this process may be tiring. In fact, it probably will be tiring. There may be some upheavals or change of directions required here. Closure and, whether it's a relocation or a complete change of path, some sort of change of direction. The both of you may just be feeling a little bit tired, and may just need to spend time at a water body to recharge your batteries so that you can move forward. But this is all happening currently at this time. And because of this sort of emotional, work that's being done, this is where the spontaneity comes in, and focusing on sort of artistic or creative things and a bit of humor. You need to bring these lighter aspects in to your relationship to raise the vibration. Spontaneity, to just say to your person, oh, come on, let's go and do this. Let's take a break. Let's take a weekend away and go to the ocean, or go to a river, or to some water body, hot springs, whatever it is. Just take a break to lighten the energies. And even if you get invited away, because you've got the 11th house, which is friendship, some friends may invite you away for a weekend or something like that. It's spontaneous energy. It's a spontaneous affection. It's a spontaneous, perhaps even heart-to-heart discussions, or talking about things, or just dealing with things. But it's that spontaneity and lightness which you can bring in to raise the vibration at this time. So for the sort of advice section, we've got Lakshmi, bright future, and we've got 11th house, friends. So this can be about friendships, but it's also about your hopes and dreams for yourself, and your, obviously for your relationship, your hopes and dreams, your ideal future, what it is you're striving for, what you're visioning for yourselves, okay? And Lakshmi is here to say there is a bright future ahead. So, but what you have to do is you have to have faith in that bright future. You have to tap in to that abundant stream. You have to let go of the worrying. So stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. Okay. So no matter what is going on currently with various situations, if you can take a break and get away to a water body, then do that. Get closure with whatever needs to be done. Square things away to free your energy up. And know that, you don't need to be worrying, because it's a waste of energy. It really is. And this is where the artistic and creative and musical things come in, because that removes, it takes you out of the worry energy. And it frees you up. You get out of your own way, basically. Worrying doesn't help anything. All it does is drain your energy. And I feel this is where the bodies of water, Sulis, this recharging of your batteries, you kind of, if you're worrying and stressing about things and niggling about things, it's going to drain your energy very, very quickly. And you're going to need it to square these things away, get things sorted out so that you can move forward. And so stop the worrying. Just have faith. Have a victorious outcome in mind. That's very, very important. And to tap into Lakshmi's energy, which is a very abundant, very happy, very golden energy. She's loaded with abundance. And just to say that everything is going to be fine. So stop worrying. Just have trust and faith in that. And your dreams and your visions for the future, you've got a bright future. So don't worry about it. Everything is going to be fine. From that aspect, that is what she's coming in to tell you. But as I said, you may also be doing a bit more socializing at this time. So spontaneous socializing, get out, have fun. If a friend invites you to go and do a creative thing or an artistic thing or to a musical sort of concert or whatever, go and do it. Lighten your energies, take yourself into the present moment and release yourself, have fun. So use your friendships to help you at this time, to lift your energies, whatever may be required. If they invite you to go away somewhere, then do that. It's also about, connecting to global consciousness and energies of that nature, social reform, all of these things. It might help you. You may be using those skills in some way because you've got, I'm talking about you particularly, you've got High Priestess here channeling divine energy. So you may may find this very helpful, to channel your energy into volunteer work or something like that. Or you may be just going with certain trends and movements in society at this time. So you may be joining groups of some sort, whether it's an online group or a healing group or a meditation group or some other kind of group or network which is appropriate for you. It can also be a society or an association, or it could even be like a group for for couples, for whether it's a sort of a hiking group or just something which is a networking and building up contacts and socializing and getting out and expanding your circle. But it can also be, as I said, I feel it's mostly about that, your hopes, your dreams, your hobbies, your interests, bright future associated with that. Then we've got here for the outcome or sort of potential of the current situation. Fourth house roots deals with the home. So this is your actual physical home, or where you are currently residing. Some people are not in their home at the moment. Some of them are staying elsewhere because of the situation in the world. So it depends what your situation is, but it's where you're currently living, the physical structure as well. It can also be the atmosphere in the home or the people in your home. And it's also your connections to your families. So this can be your roots, your foundations, your ethnic identity, or your ancestry, anything like that comes in. So because it's this time of the year, this could very well be coming up. And it's saying here that this is about building, sort of having I think this is what is connected to having a vision for yourselves in your relationship, a vision of yourselves in the future, where you're going to live, what you're going to be doing. It's building that vision for yourselves, the dreaming and the planning and the thinking about and the talking about it, and even maybe doing a vision board or something like that. And this is about building a home, building a deep foundation for yourselves, creating a family, creating roots. Whether you're building a home or you're renovating a home, or you may be relocating at this time. And this is why you have Mercury mind here, because you may have documentation or something like that coming in, or you're waiting for news. But it's certainly you're letting go of the past. You're letting go of aspects of either your relationship or where you've been living or what you've been doing. Something is shifting. You're closing doors now. You're closing doors on the past so that you can move forward to the future. That may entail a change of home of some sort, or a relocation, or a downscale, or an upscale. Or you may be, maybe some of your, if you've been in a relationship a long time, then maybe your children are growing up and leaving home. There's lots of aspects, lots of ways that this can come in, but it is home and family related. Now, Sekhmet is here to say, be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. So this could very well be related to saying goodbye to some aspect of your life from the past, whether it's where you've been living, or your children are now leaving home, or you are relocating, or you are downscaling, and your much beloved family home you are now letting go of, or you are moving to something bigger and better, or whatever it is, and you need to just have a positive mindset. That's what this is about. Have a positive mindset. Let go of any sort of naysayers or skeptics dragging you down. Have a victorious and positive mindset, and that is what you will manifest. The indications are that you're going to have a very strong and positive outcome for what it is that you've been dreaming and planning and applying to your life. But it doesn't involve the home and the family. And it's a victorious mindset, and I feel you will have victory in whatever it is that you're trying to achieve here, because this is the outcome, this is the potential that you have. But it really is, it's determined by you, your relationship and your own particular projections of the future. Positive, the way you talk to yourself and the way you talk to others, to your person, what you think, what you say must be positive, and that is what you will manifest. And let go of people that don't support you or don't think it's a good idea, or whatever it may be, or any of those that are just kind of not having a positive attitude towards you. Forget about them. You just focus on what you're dreaming about and what you're trying to manifest, and focus on that. And if you have to do some sort of activities to build up your strength so that you feel strong enough to deal with it, especially if you're going to be moving, then all of these aspects come in. But it's having that strong inner strength, the strength of the lion, and that wonderful feminine strength, that rock, and creating a home no matter where you are. But it feels to me that you will be creating a home together, or you will be taking your home life to a new level. Or your family life to a new level, and that you will have victory in this regard. Okay, Pisces, hope you enjoyed that. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, and take care and have a wonderful, wonderful month, and I will see you next time.